Hello, this is just a little quick video. Someone asked me if I wouldn't mind showing you how I fix my picture here to a frame. So I never thought to show you at the time, I'm sorry, and I can't say that this is the right way to do it. All I'm saying is this is what I did, and this is what I tend to do for all my pictures that I put into hoops. So with this one I'm going to turn it over and show you what the back looks like. So all I have literally is the hoop like this. Now what I've done, let me just move this one out of the way for a second. I'll bring in the smaller hoop. What I've done here is, how I did that one was I took the, I will get it all out in a minute, I took the, this is a plastic one that I happen to have for something, I can't remember why I've got it. Oh gosh, it's a long cute thing. Right, so when I can work out what I'm doing, it's not quite the, oh, well, anyway, it'll give you the principle. So what I did was I took this, say this is my picture, and I've got the big, this piece here is on the outside. If you look, it sticks beyond the actual hoop. So what I did was I laid it down and I put this bit on first because I knew that this wasn't going to go beyond the hoop, and then I basically, I'm trying to show you, but because it wouldn't go on the hoop, I took all the outside edges and I pulled them up through the outer hoop. I'm not very good at this. So it was like this now, with the ring on the outer side, because I knew it wouldn't pull through. So I pulled that as tight as I could get it all the way around, and then I took the inner one, and it's quite tight when you do this on that one. You kind of jam it in. So I jammed it in. Okay, let me just move it out of the way because that's really rubbish. Anyway, so I jammed it in, so you can see I've got this here. This is all still undone, of course, because it needs to be able to pull. So I pulled all this up through the outer hoop, and then with a bit of, and I made sure, obviously, that the top was at the top where I wanted it. And then so let's start again. So I laid this down, I put on the outer hoop, made sure the top was where I wanted it, pulled all the felt that I've felted onto up as tight as I could get it, because you can get it quite tight because obviously it won't come through because of that thing. And then with a bit of fandangling, I pushed this inner hoop in, still making sure that this was as tight as I could get it. And then at that point, you may need some help with this. I managed, but it was a bit fiddly. And then at that point I tightened up this as best I can. Now this end bit here isn't going to go in very far because you've got such a lot of bulk, but so long as it's holding, that's all you need. And then basically I just cut this all off. Now if I were going to sell this, something like that, what I would have done, but I'm not going to sell this one, I like this one, I'm going to keep it, but what I would have done is I would have folded the green over a bit and glued it onto the end of this ring so that it was tucked over, and then that's how I would do it anyway, and then I probably would have backed it with a nice piece of stiff card, so that the whole thing is neatly encased. But for that you would probably have to turn it over, do your best to draw around the hoop, cut it out and then pop it on. That's what I would do. I'm not even beginning to tell you that that's the correct way to do anything. This is just what I would do, but because the pictures are for me, I don't do that. I just put them on the wall. I'm not fussed. But even the ones what I tend to do as well is, I'll show you. I'll pop that one out of the way. I'll sit it back there. I keep all my pictures that I make. Yeah, I keep all the pictures that I make in this box because, oh, there's a sneak peek for the video coming up. Because eventually I'm hoping, or I'm thinking, that I might put them all on, you can see here, I might put them on an Etsy shop or something next year. I don't know yet whether I'm brave enough to sell my pictures. But so like on this one, you can see, I don't know what that is, you can see that I did the same thing. I put a frame and then I just cut round this. So this, if I were to put this back in a frame, this would be right on the edge. But all the rest of the ones, I just leave the square ones. Let me pick a square one for you. This square one, for example, all I did was I found a frame that I liked. Let me just take this out of the way. I found a frame that I liked and basically cut it to fit the frame, so when you put when you put it in the frame, this bit here is all hidden. But that's all I do for those. I don't back them with anything. If I were to decide to put them in a shop, what I probably would do is back them with some fabric and just sew very near the edge all the way around here, just to keep the fabric on the back, just so it looks a bit neater. But anyway, I hope that helped. That's what I do with this one. Just undo this. I say this is going to be really tight to do back up, so be careful. But that's it really, and as no one's going to see it but me, and it's backed onto a wall, I'm not really bothered about the fact that you can see this green. I could have cut it more neatly, but who cares? It's my picture, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, I hope that helped, and if you have any other questions, let me know, and I will let you go for the day. Bye for now.